That's me, a BJJ purple belt, and that's a giant sumo champ. And I'm stepping into the ring for the first time to compete in a sumo tournament with no training. So stick around to find out if my jiu-jitsu and judo skills are enough to win even a single match. But I'm not doing this alone. I've got Sensei Seth here to coach me. He's a US national sumo champ and a fellow YouTuber with a huge following. And also joining me is my friend Bren, another YouTuber and tough blue belt BJJ competitor with solid takedown skills. Sumo is an ancient Japanese sport where the objective is to push your opponent out of a circular ring or make them touch the ground with anything other than the soles of their feet. In judo and jiu-jitsu, you can hit the floor and keep going, but in sumo, one small misstep and you're out. But I think this could work since the throws look familiar. They use underhooks, overhooks, trips, hip throws, and lifts. Which makes sense since you can actually trace the lineage of judo and jiu-jitsu back to sumo. But every move I make is going to count here more than ever. I had no plans to do sumo, but the organizer Justin randomly messaged me last week, and I've been wanting to collab with Seth and Bren anyway, so we're meeting up at the venue the night before with just 15 hours until it starts, so that Seth can show us how to put on the mawashi.
People just like free ball this?
Oh, 100%.
Oh, this is pretty cool actually.
You're gonna squat. Go ahead, squat.
Oh, nice and
yep.
I feel like I'm wearing a diaper.
Get in there real deep like.
Get in there nice and deep like.
He's also running us through all the rituals so we don't embarrass ourselves too bad.
Squat and stare.
Dude, if we have a matchup, I'm just gonna be laughing at you.
And then lastly, he's showing us some basic tactics so we don't get too surprised.
Bren, a little bit wider with the feet for that reason.
Because I don't want you to twist me when you're...
Exactly right. So if your feet are really close.
Right.
That is good. Make sure you're low, because if you stand up and you do this, you're gonna get blasted. Ikimasyo. Hakyoi! Oh, very nice.
You're not gonna win matches pushing people out like this, because you're gonna get turned.
Perfect. That is the move right there. Nice snap down. Beautiful.
I felt it. I felt it.
I would love some more preparation, but we need to get some sleep before we fight tomorrow. And honestly, if I can win even one match, I'll be happy, but the ultimate goal is to win it all.
Let's go.
We're just outside of Austin at Dreamland in Dripping Springs, Texas. I didn't get much sleep, so I'm already feeling anxious. But as we arrive and see competitors of all sizes intensely practicing the Shiko warm-up that Seth showed us, it's clear that this is more serious than I expected.
You've probably seen this.
Yeah, I've seen those guys.
And then
do
you'll
that, yeah.
stomp down, smack the leg, and then you'll squat down. Ow, my foot. And there's plenty of throws where you'll find yourself like this.
Right.
And it's really imperative you don't fall down.
I'm bracing myself to find out which of these sumo wrestlers I'll actually face in the ring. But first, we need to weigh in, get suited up, go over the rules, and test out the doyo one last time. We're some of the smallest in the lightweight division, which I'm surprised even exists in sumo.
That's about as big as I've ever been.
Oh shit.
But even here, some lightweights still outweigh me. But for the full sumo experience, I'm also signing up for the open class, where I could face competitors twice my size.
These guys are huge. And you're gonna have to fight them in the open class.
How much do you think he weighs?
422.
All right, let's see if that's right. For weight comparison's sake, how much do you weigh currently?
420 pounds.
Are you competing in the open?
I'm just judging today.
Okay. All right, we're
A
gonna...
match with you at the end of the day.
Hey, I'll be down to get a match in.
That would be
Okay.
really fun.
My Mawashi in my car, so
Let's
I'm
go.
always ready.
Let's go.
Bren is still on the edge about signing up for open class since he hurt his hamstring.
If I wanted to do the open class,
Yes.
is that still possible?
Yes.
How do I?
And at the end of heavyweight, everyone comes up and gives me their name, and I start building the
Perfect.
brackets right there.
Perfect.
Good to go.
Okay.
One of the next things I need to do before I can see my opponents is put on the mawashi again. We're gonna warm up, get wrapped up.
What are you wrapping up?
Huh?
What are you wrapping up?
Whatever.
Oh, I thought you meant like
balls.
get tied up. Wrapped up is like,
I don't know what wrapped up means.
I was just thinking like you're gonna be safe.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
No.
I'm talking about a condom.
What are you guys talking about?
As we got wrapped up, Bren and Seth kept an eye on some potential opponents nearby, which is something that you should definitely keep an eye on too, which is why I want to thank today's sponsor, Aura. It's a really important time to be talking about Aura because hackers may have stolen the social security numbers of every American. Over 2.9 billion records were stolen from national public data, which offers personal information to employers, private investigators, staffing agencies, and others doing background checks. These stolen records include a person's full name, address, date of birth, social security number, and phone number, along with alternate names and birth date. And members of the hacker group have reportedly released this information for free online. If you weren't taking precautions with your personal information online before, this should be a huge wake-up call. You've never been more vulnerable online than you are right now. I know how frustrating it can be when your personal information gets into the wrong hands. I've been dealing with spam calls and texts multiple times a week, sometimes even daily. It's incredibly distracting, and often it's someone pretending to know me or having the wrong number. It's a constant reminder of how exposed our information can be. But I found a solution that gives me peace of mind. Aura. Aura alerts me if they find my phone number, email, or social security number on the dark web. They're gonna let me know fast if anyone tries to use this information to access my credit or bank accounts. They give me up to $5 million in identity theft insurance should the worst case scenario happen. They also provide a bunch of other features to keep you safe online, all inside one app. You can go to my link, aura.com/JoshBeanBJJ to try 14 days for free. That will be enough time for Aura to find out if any of your personal data is exposed. I highly recommend you do this right now because not only is national public data not gonna do anything to help you, they probably aren't even gonna face any repercussions for this leak. I'm not leaving myself and my family vulnerable to data breaches, and if you don't want to either, you can go to aura.com/JoshBeanBJJ to try Aura for free. Don't wait until you're bombarded with spam calls like I was. Take control of your online security with Aura.
I'm kind of scared, dude.
You're scared?
Good luck. Go get him. I drank two energy drinks.
You drank 2 energy
Oh,
drinks?
yeah.
Okay.
Fucking fired up, Sam.
Yeah, well, that's good, I guess.
Justin goes over the rules, but one stands out. The dead body rule, or shinitai. Normally, stepping out of the ring first means a loss. However, if you're carrying your opponent out, you still get the win.
That is the only exception.
This rule could work to my advantage, but relying on it is risky if there's any doubt about who stepped out first.
To me, it's like leaving it in somebody else's hands a little bit.
Next, we test out the doyo. Traditional sumo rings are covered in sand, which reduces traction, thus the flat-footed stance typical of sumo wrestlers. But here, the plastic surface offers more traction and actually might favor my BJJ and judo stance on the balls of my feet. Seth warns, though, that the tawara, the edge barrier, is thinner than usual, making edge tactics even riskier, especially for him, a specialist on the edge. But now, it's time to meet my opponents. Few opponents definitely stand out. There's Edibor, strong, quick, and one of the favorites to win.
That guy right there? Is that Edo? Edo, that's Edo. I've heard of this man.
Then there's Little Ben, a teenager and member of USA Sumo who's fast, technical, and surprisingly confident for his age. And then Lucas, who I'll be facing in my very first round.
Want to introduce myself? I'm Lucas.
Josh, nice to meet you.
I didn't see you practicing any Tachi-ai. Maybe you did on your live trainings. So I'm like, maybe we'll just hit it real hard.
Oh, you watched the live trainings?
Oh shit! We got our total of 30 minutes of training in live.
Don't tell him.
Dude, judo comes in handy. So you
See it in there, yeah.
Alright. Dude, you was studying too. This is what you get for posting live training.
Yeah.
You post the whole session.
See, dude. So actually I lied when I said I have no training. I did a couple of live streamed sumo practice rounds this week as a warm-up for jiu-jitsu, and Lucas saw them, so he might have picked up some ideas to use against me.
I don't like this game.
Seth made predictions about how many matches we'll each win, and if I want first place, I'll need to win 5 in a row, and maybe even one against Bren, since we're in the same division.
At least one of you will never. I'll say between the two of you,
both of us.
I say you'll win 5 matches.
Okay.
Damn.
I like that.
Total. I have high expectations.
What if we meet in the final of
If you guys go against each other, oh man.
We don't have to say it. We're teammates.
No, you can.
We know I got this. This will be like secret. Okay. All right. Seth called something. I don't know what he called.
I came here expecting a casual experiment, but looking at the competition, this just got real. It's almost time to start when someone starts taunting me.
We're about to watch the first division.
About to watch the first division.
What was that? I don't know, man. I think you're getting psyched out. I think you're getting in your head, bro.
No, that was that kid.
Nah.
Where did he go?
All right, so what do you think of Josh Bean?
Easy money.
How are you gonna win?
Just throw him.
Which throw?
I don't know. Pick one.
Looks like I have a new rival to keep an eye on. But first, let's survive my initial match. By the way, we decided to bet on which moves we'll hit, so I'll be keeping track of that.
Don't know if this is legal within the IFS.
It's fake money.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
Monopoly,
Monopoly
money.
money? Oh, 6. Oh, it says I have to pull guard.
It's time for the final warm-ups if I want a real shot at my first match. Although I've competed in over 70 jiu-jitsu tournaments, I'm nervous about the edge of the dojo, the new rules, and my experienced opponents. I was planning to keep things low stakes, but Seth's comment last week has me second guessing.
Mentally, I think it's kind of like a cop-out to ahead of time be like, I don't care if I lose. Because then if you lose, you're like, oh, see, I didn't care. I didn't even care that whole time. That's it. I didn't care.
Yeah.
You know?
But now it's time. I'm about to step into the ring to see if my judo and jiu-jitsu skills are enough to win even just one match, or if my lack of training has already sealed my fate.
Okay, this one. Josh on the left, Lucas on the right.
I wonder if he saw any weaknesses in the live stream that he can exploit. He's not that big, but he does have experience, so I need to be careful of his tactics at the edge. But before the match even begins, I encounter my first challenge, remembering the rituals that Seth taught us. First, we bow and then do what's called a chirichozu.
And it is showing to your opponent, the judge, and the gods that you have nothing on you.
Luckily, I made it through without much of a hiccup, but now it's time for the face-off.
And we're gonna kind of have an eye-to-eye here. We'll squat, and you'll just kind of feel each other's vibe in your aura, you know what I mean? I like to look at people's souls.
Yeah.
And then you stand up, you take a step back, you get yourself kind of set. I like to wipe my feet off a little bit. You stay inside, you get in your stance. Here, head judge, the gyoji, will say, hikimasyo, which means get ready.
Yeah.
Hakioi, and on the ha, that's when we go.
There we go. Oh, it goes for the face hit initially. Both guys tying up, fairly even position. Lucas looks like he's a little lower, which is good. Oh, Josh goes for the pummeling in. He's got double insides. That is a good grip if you can make it work. Lucas fights, gets an arm in. Nothing on the leg grab again. Good even fight here so far, but Lucas has that double grip on the belt. He's working that head in. Oh.
And just like I feared, I made a tactical error in my throw-by and stepped out with Lucas, losing the match. But wait, something's happening. The judges are convening. I guess it's to determine what actually happened.
Judges having a nice long chat on this one.
Is this a typical amount of mono?
They've reached a decision, and I fear the worst has come true, and I have indeed lost my first match.
Judges agreed. We're giving Josh the win on that one.
But I won? Looking back at the footage, I waited to feel Lucas push into me so I could throw him out of the ring using his own momentum against him. At 60 frames per second, it appears he stepped down around a 20th of a second before me. We'll call this one a snap down for our betting purposes.
Listen, that's a great start. More violent movements, especially rotation. I'm walking in through his body.
Bren.
Go.
Right as I came off the mat, Bren was up next, but we'll see his matches later. I've made it past my first hurdle and have 4 matches left for gold. But can I handle someone with more experience like Little Ben? I'm his first match, so I haven't seen him compete, and thus I don't know his tactics. He is a member of USA Sumo, but I should be able to easily beat this Draco Malfoy lookalike given that he's only 14 years old and 140 pounds of attitude and snow cones.
Rival Ben, the literal rival you have with a teenager.
He is growing quick. He is competing at youth and at adults. He's got quite a bit left before he is forced to be in the adult division. Let's see what we got from Ben, our 2023 lightweight youth champion.
I grab a hold of him and immediately feel our difference in strength. But as I'm about to throw him out, something crazy happens. I accidentally post my foot outside of the ring so I don't fall on him, giving him the win. Turns out tactics and experience can beat strength.
You can't underestimate him at the edge. He's too slippery. He'll slip around and make you touch first.
All that time, money, and effort for it to be over so quickly. I just completely lost my shot at winning the tournament for a stupid mistake. I'm smiling and being a good sportsman about it, but inside I can't believe I just lost to a kid. But he beat me fair and square with his tactics, and that's the game. I'm processing the defeat when I suddenly remember. This is a double elimination tournament. I'll get placed in the losers bracket and get to fight my way up to 3rd place. And with Seth's coaching advice, I might have a real shot. I've built the ring awareness now. I know the dangers of the edge.
It was exactly what I predicted about the fucking edge, dude.
You have somebody on the outside, you got to be willing to squish them. It is double elimination, so both of you guys have more opportunities.
One of us gonna work our way up.
It turns out Bren lost his second match too, and I may have to face him if I win this next one. My plan is to methodically pressure him out using my belt grips and head positioning. And if we get to the edge, I'll play it carefully and try to lift him out if I can. But given the confusion of the dead body rule earlier, I don't want to risk walking out with him.
You drop him out, that's fine, but if you carry him out and step out first, you'll lose.
Oh.
We were told the opposite.
You may walk out.
If you feel like you got to do it, 100%.
Well, no, he said don't.
Oh, don't.
Yeah. Josh definitely taking lessons from that match with Ben. He's got to be careful at those edges. Make sure your opponent goes down and you do not. In they go. Let's go. Carlos stays low, but Josh gets those inside grips, pushes him back. Oh, careful at the edge. Maybe a little hesitancy even. Yeah, Josh has those inside grips. Carlos going for the overhooks. Man, good defense from both guys. Josh finishing him off at the edge. Oh, Carlos spins. And the lift outs.
Remembering the issues with the edge of the ring, I carefully lift and place him outside. It's the first time I feel completely in control.
Just so you guys know, this guy is a martial artist. This is his first time trying out sumo. He does judo and jiu-jitsu.
And I'm happy, but my next match is with somebody who I'm a bit torn about competing with. Bren has done an excellent job so far, although since he also had one loss to the top pick, he's now in the loser's bracket with me to fight up to third place, which means only one of us can get to the podium. Bren also made a video, so check out his channel linked below.
What if we meet in the final of the loser's bracket?
Oh, one of you guys is gonna lose.
Or if we just meet in the...
And then the other one's gonna win.
Yeah, what if he's gonna lose?
One of us medal.
Well, that's crazy.
That's
Who's gonna lose?
If you guys go against each other. Oh man.
We don't have to say it. We're teammates.
Oh, the buddies get to face off, it looks like. Our two YouTube guys.
There's gonna be some talking on the way home.
Both these guys have had a couple matches so far. I think they're both 1-1 at this point, but they're both on the verge of elimination. Can't even keep a straight face. I love that. They're having they're enjoying their tournament for sure.
We have a bit of a laugh, and neither of us remembers the Chirichozu since we're both trying to copy each other.
One of their quest for lightweight ends today. Oh, Josh jumps to the side, but he gets that good head position, and Bren throws him down.
This is exactly what happened last night in training, and while I was definitely aware of this possibility, I had tunnel vision so much on the edge tactics, thinking that that was my biggest threat, that I forgot the other way to lose. But it's okay, I guess, because not only did I have a lot of matches, but Bren can still take third for our little team. I came here to test myself, and while I wanted to win, there's a certain satisfaction in watching Bren advance. And Bren showed that his grappling skills work even in this rule set, which is another win for jiu-jitsu. And it turns out, Seth knew the outcome before we even stepped in the ring.
Okay. All right, Seth called something. I don't know what he called.
We'll see if it translates, if they understand what I did.
We need to keep going though to figure out if the rest of his predictions will come true. Even though it's over for me, there's more left to see. Bren breezed through his next match looking stronger than ever, but to have a chance at the podium, he'll need to win this next one against Lucas. Lucas had also managed to work his way all the way back up through the loser's bracket. But if I had beat Lucas earlier, Bren should be able to easily beat him, right? Since Bren also beat me.
Watch the edge, Bren. Watch the edge, Bren. Edge, Bren. Edge, 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 edge.
The guy who I beat ended up beating Bren. Sumo really does keep you on your toes. Bren may not have won, but he fought hard and showed how adaptable wrestling skills can be, even in sumo. But this wasn't just about me and Bren, cause surprise, Seth was also competing. He has so much different martial arts experience, and seeing him compete in person finally made me understand and appreciate his passion for the sport. It's a perfect harmony of pure chaos and aggression mixed with technique and tactics. Like Seth says, controlled chaos. With the weight divisions done, now comes the real test, the open class. This is what I came for, a chance to face off against giants, and maybe even Seth. And to make it even tougher, it's single elimination. One loss and I'm out. but I still didn't know if Bren was gonna sign up.
Hey, open weight's the most fun part of the tournaments. Just let him hang, stand on business. Don't be afraid of the big guys.
You're going for it. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Open weight men. Open weight men.
I'm probably the smallest person here, but there's one legend who I draw inspiration from. A Czech sumo wrestler named Takanoyama Shintaro. There's one move I saw him do called the Henka, a quick sidestepping move that's a bit controversial in sumo. If I end up facing a massive opponent, maybe using something like the Henka is my best shot.
Look, this is the forbidden move. This is a move in sumo that's frowned upon by many. But in this situation, I think people will understand.
I think it's my only chance.
As open class is about to start, someone approaches me about something quite unexpected.
Loosen them up and then push them out. Holy shit. Yeah, you can. So pro sumo, definitely there's a lot of headbutting. But yeah, you just gotta be prepared to be ready to get hit.
And this is legal now in the open class. Like,
Open is all good to go, man. I like my hands flying open too. I think I gotta go home.
This made me rethink my entire strategy. So that I can keep my distance, I'm gonna try to win my first match with Sapari, meaning instead of trying to wrestle them and risk a headbutt, I'm gonna deliver fast, open hand strikes to the shoulders, neck, and even face, which is legal in sumo. And when he pushes back, I'll try to snap him to the ground. Now, I came here to see if my judo and BJJ would translate, but I wanna add another art I've done before, Muay Thai. For this match, it's all about aggression and keeping him on the defensive.
This guy's a YouTuber, right? One of the...
I believe he is.
Okay, he's trying for the Sapari.
I slap him in the face and he headbutts me.
Okay, he's all about the Sapari.
But I'm not gonna let that faze me.
Stay in it, stay in it, stay in it. He's pushing, he's pushing. It's a spot. Oh! And he got him with a hook. What an amazing slap down. That's what happens when you don't keep your feet underneath you.
Once again, I was able to draw upon my prior martial arts skills for a completely new sport. I came here to test my grappling, but using striking techniques felt like a new weapon. But I had no idea who I'd be facing next and if this could work again. Something else unexpected happened during open class. Lucas took a heavy fall and ended up unconscious.
My goodness gracious.
Thankfully, he was treated quickly and he was okay, but it was a reminder of just how intense and dangerous sumo can be, and just how tough Lucas is. Seeing Lucas sidelined by a concussion was a wake-up call. And now, I'm about to face my biggest opponent yet, a Georgian sumo powerhouse. If I'm not careful, I could end up the same way or worse. Coming into the open class, I thought this guy would be everything I wanted in an opponent. Massive, powerful, and a seasoned sumo wrestler. But now I'm pretty nervous, so I have to focus on my strategy. Badri is an international sumo champ from the country of Georgia, who has a special opening technique up his sleeve, the slap right off the tachiai, the initial clash. My strategy is to avoid the slap and try to henka like we practiced.
Okay, so this giant Georgian just turned this man into a dreidel.
The Tawara's thin edge betrayed me, but facing a giant like Badri felt like the ultimate sumo experience that I came for. Now, the tournament was over for me, but I get to watch on as Bren and Seth finish their open class matches. Bren took on the open class with everything he had, losing to a fellow Georgian named Lasha, and Seth walked away with bronze in the open. As far as our divisions, Bren got 4th, I got 7th, and Seth got 1st. And on top of that, he got a special award. And his predictions for how many matches we'd win were mostly true. Sumo isn't just about awards and winning, it's also about the community and having fun. I still wanted a chance to do an exhibition match, also called a Shokiri with Big Ben.
Yeah? Yeah.
Bren also tried his hand at the tournament organizer, Justin, who also competed in the open class. Justin also came from BJJ and judo and has a lot of accolades. in both BJJ and sumo. He got introduced to sumo over in Japan, got obsessed, and moved to Texas to open his own club. He's focused on growing the sport in Texas massively across multiple cities. Huge thanks to Justin for inviting me here and for what he's doing for sumo. I also got to try my sumo against the lightweight champ. As far as the Monopoly money goes, I'm pretty sure that Seth won with $34, but let me know in the comments if you calculated differently. So, did I answer the question that I set out to answer? Well, I'm curious what you think, so comment below how much you believe my judo and jiu-jitsu actually helped me in this tournament. If you want to support the channel with a small monthly donation, please use the links in the description. Or just like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. If you liked this video, you might also like this next one.